How sick would it be if like we could just understand that gut feeling? Like it was like not so vague. So I'm going to share one of those things with you.
You want food?
Hey guys, what's... Ooh. Oh, I forgot to roll audio. Sorry, it's my first day. Welcome to my first video of 2022. My name is Lerion, aka Raphael Lerion. I'm a DJ, I'm a producer, but I'm also into things like fitness, tech, music, games, and mindset stuff. And for the past year, I've been trying a bunch of stuff to try and make my dreams a reality. And I thought I would share some of these things as well as showcase my journey, especially for this year. Got some big plans this year. I'm hoping through these videos I can help at least one person. That'd be really cool. But if I'm right in the way I approach things, I think it's gonna be great. And if I'm wrong, I'll just kind of delete everything and just tell my parents they were right. You should have been a dentist. Anyway, so camera's rolling, sound's rolling, Bernie's been fed, I'm caffeinated, we've debated. Let's fucking get it. So to kick things off, here's a question for you. Have you ever been in a situation where you didn't know what you wanted to do in that situation, so you went with your gut feeling? And have you ever been like, whenever you trust your gut feeling, things go right? And when you don't go with your gut and you second guess yourself and you overthink, things don't go good at all. It's weird, isn't it? How sick would it be if like we could just understand that gut feeling? Like it was like not so vague. For the past year and a bit, I've been trying to figure this out a little bit. I got sick of missing opportunities. I wanted to know when an opportunity was in my face, when that gut feeling was in full force. And I think I figured some stuff out. So I'm going to share one of those things with you in this new segment I'm gonna call D&M. The whole thing about this gut feeling, this instinctive feeling, in my opinion, really relates to all those like influences that are all about wellness and mindset and motivation and all that stuff. I feel like it overlaps with this gut feeling thing. A big part of this gut feeling is thinking less and like listening more, feeling more, in my opinion anyway. Getting out of your head and listening to your body and your emotions and your spirit. But how do you listen to it? I feel like all those influences, that's the part they're skipping over. They're not telling us how. They're like, oh, live, love, and learn. Take baby steps. It's all a journey. Vibe. Okay, like that's all well and good, but I'm still broke and I'm depressed. I'm gonna show you one of the ways. Just clear cut. I'll just show you right now. And it's one of the powerful ones as well. You ready for this? Today we're gonna learn about fear. How do you interpret fear? How do you make fear your bitch? How do you turn it into your advantage? I actually picked this trick up from Mel Robbins from when she was on the podcast, The School of Greatness. And I'll put a link in my description if you want to get the details of it. Really cool interview. Here are my takeaways. So number one, fear is the same as excitement. Number two, you only fear what you don't know. And number three is, if you're fearing something that scares you, it probably means that you just don't know it, you haven't experienced it, and if you do the thing, you will 100% grow. Here's the short version being what you should do now, and you can pretty much leave the video at this point. If something scares you, and particularly if it scares you a lot, but in your heart and in your mind, you know you have to do it, 100% you have to do it, alright? That's pretty much the gist of this video. But I'm gonna explain to you how that kind of works. I'm gonna explain to you how I've used it and the magical things that have happened to me using fear as like an indicator of opportunity. It sounds really simple, but it's quite hard in practice. Let me share with you the very first time I did this. So So, quick backstory. Before me and my missus were together, I was living in Australia and she was living in Canada. We have been online friends for 10 years. Around 2017, we're online friends for about 10 years. In 2017, I was like, hey, I have some money now. I could totally come visit and we could hang out face to face for the very first time. She said yes. And so we put a plan in place to make that happen. 2018, I flew over. I was there for a month in Toronto, Canada. While we were there, we fell in love. Now, when a month passed, I had to come back. And I had a very difficult choice to make. Do I stay in Australia and resume my life, or do I move to Canada right into the unknown? And I was really scared to move. Dude, I was so scared to move. Horror. I've never moved out of my parents' place before this point. I would leave all my friends and family. I would basically have to like re-network my way. I had to start from scratch. It's a big move, really scary. But like, the thing is, I've never felt love like this before. It's insane. Never in my life. It's like crazy. You think true love is gonna be like this extravagant thing, extreme bliss and all this stuff, and it is. It has those moments for sure, but I think the key difference between like that's true love and like not is this really interesting sense of peace. And I truly felt very peaceful being with her. Like the most peace I've ever had with anyone. You know how when you date someone, well, this is my experience, I don't know about you guys, but when I would date someone, it was like pretty good at first. There was always something though, you know, there was always just like something that didn't click between the two of us. It would be like, they were really fun to hang out with, but the values were a little bit different. Or the values were the same, but they weren't very cool to hang out with, you know. Maybe they had a different perspective with dealing with people. Like everything else could have been great. They could have been hot as shit and like really cool to hang out with, but one thing just made it really weird. And the thing about that one thing is that it makes everything like you start tiptoeing around people, you know. You start not saying things that you truly feel. You start wearing a mask around your significant other. But with her, I just didn't. It was insane. I felt so free, uncaged. It was crazy. So my choice was, do I stay in Australia and go back to that old way of dating, or do I move to Canada and experience this insane thing, but start from zero? So my decision was, I moved. I moved to Canada. It's been 4 years, and let me tell you guys, best damn decision I've ever made, hands down. But like, I was definitely scared approaching that decision. A more recent, I guess, relatable situation. Last year, I really wanted to get into busking for the first time. Before that, I was just like releasing music on Spotify and Apple Music and all that stuff. But I really want to like start performing in front of people. No one really knew me in Toronto, so I was like, I'll just busk. And I've always wanted to busk. But like, busking is scary, you know? Have you guys ever busked? It's like pretty like, you're in a vulnerable position, you know? And the thing is, I'm also an electronic artist. Like, I'm not just some other guitarist who can kind of hide in the back, hide in the corner, or hide kind of in the middle of the street with the guitar and stuff. I had like a table and my Ableton push, this thing right here. I had like a generator, a guitar stand, and like all my shit. I had a wagon, crazy setup. But I knew I had to do it. I knew I had to. But I was so scared of doing it. But I was like, okay, I'm just gonna suck it up. I'm gonna just like swallow down all of this anxiety and I'm just gonna do it. And you know what, dude, the things that I got out of open mic busking, I met so many nice people. I made some money. That was pretty good. I got that really cool performance experience. I found my actual sound. I've always struggled finding my own sound, so that was really cool. And like, I met so many nice people. I networked so well. I work with some of these people now and it's great. Busking and open mic nights really accelerated my music career in a really interesting way. So those are some examples of how when I encountered fear, but I knew that I had to do the thing, I was like, okay, fuck, I have to do it. I just have to suck it up and do it. Now, you do have to understand that, like, you know, if you fear something, but your heart and mind also fear it, then you shouldn't do it. Your heart and your mind need to be aligned. If you're scared about going down a dark alley, you're scared about being robbed, and your mind says, yeah, you might get robbed, and your heart says, yeah, you might get robbed, then don't go down the dark alley, right? Anyway, I'd love to hear your opinion on this. This is just something that I've accumulated, and I've accumulated a lot more of these little life hacks and concepts. I'm curious to see if anything like this has happened in your life. Comment down below, I'd love to hear about it. And do let me know if you apply this. What opportunities come before you when you swallow down that fear? I'd love to hear about that too. If you stuck around this long, I thank you so much. 2022 is gonna be a banger. This is not gonna be the first video. I'm gonna upload more down the line. Hope you stick around with this journey. It was good meeting you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.